Let's get Joe.
I'm Sam Alexander. You're with Gundo.
Oh.
Listen, we are here.
All right.
With a top viewer. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I know it's been a commitment, and we thank you so much. Your contribution is amazing. And so if you would like us to discuss any kind of topics, or any type of topics rather, why don't you hit us up on our social media platforms using our hashtag TSS on SID. That's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah. And I'm sure that there's something you wanted to speak about. I mean, while we were busy setting up for today's shoot, we came up with some really, really cool ideas, and I'm sure you have some also. But we're going to get straight into it today, where we're speaking about forgiveness.
Right.
Very tough one. Very difficult one, because sometimes I know that it's so difficult sometimes when someone wrongs you to be the one to be like, listen, forgive you.
Yeah.
What's been a challenge for you when it comes to forgiveness?
It's funny because I might be getting a little ahead of myself here. Okay. But I think my biggest challenge, or my biggest hurdle regarding forgiveness has always been forgiving self. It's a lot easier for us to treat people the way we want to be treated than for us to treat ourselves that way.
Sure. I can resonate with that, because we always think that forgiveness lives outside of us.
Right.
Let's watch the sketch quickly.
Right.
And then we can maybe unpack it a bit more.
Okay.
Right.
Y'all chill with that?
I'm good with that.
Let's go.
Let's get Joe.
Hello. I'm so sorry, something terrible really happened. I did try to stop it, but I really couldn't. It was just so fast, I really couldn't. And calm down. Take a deep breath. Okay. Now, tell me what happened. I'm so sorry. Something terrible really happened. I really tried stopping, but I really couldn't. It just came out of nowhere and it was just too fast. I'm sorry, but I hate your dog. Yeah, I know. Huh? Yeah, you remember, right? You came here yesterday to tell me about it? Yeah, you came here knocking as frantic as you are right now, telling me you were sorry. I did. And I forgave you. Dude, we even buried it in the backyard. Come with me. Right, it's starting to bring back memories now. Right. So, anyway, I know you didn't mean it, so again, it's okay. I forgive you. Really? I really didn't know what to say, but thank you. I am so sorry. Something terrible has happened. Okay, so this is awkward. Third time you say. Okay, I'm so sorry. May you please forgive me? Yeah, I kinda did already.
Hello.
I've done something very terrible. We buried him there. Yes, and I forgave you as well. No, I'm not gonna do this again. You can't keep doing this. I forgave you. It is okay. Okay? I forgave you. I know you didn't do it on purpose. It's fine. It's okay. I'll say Hwata. So rude. Okay, I'm sorry for... Nope, not gonna do this again.
I'm sorry if my apologies have been too much.
Let's get show.
Somehow, like, I don't know if you saw how awkward that is. We're actually speaking about that on set. We don't necessarily forgive ourselves after God has forgiven us.
Right.
And I think that has a large part to also do with our own conscience and how we're playing into forgiveness. If I am a forgiving person, then I know that I am forgiven.
I think it's easy to forgive people that you will probably never see again, because they don't really affect you. But there's people who like are in your life constantly. And
Right.
will almost kind of always have to be in your life, either like family, work colleagues, or friends, and it's a constant struggle of trying to like show forgiveness on a daily basis, because it's not to say that people want to fight you every day, but like sometimes you think you've forgiven them for something and then you find yourself in an argument that has nothing to do with what's happening currently.
This is why forgiveness gets me sometimes. Because you might forgive and then the action is repeated. And I know the Bible and Jesus said 70 times, what, 70 times 7?
Times 77 times 777.
Sometimes
Seven.
basic like and literally it's that it's just like it's just a lot. Don't stop in essence.
Yeah.
But then I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I feel there's a difference between forgiving and being, I guess, oblivious and ignorant to the hurt that the person could cause you.
You want to jump on that? Okay, I've been speaking, so you jump on it.
I feel like tolerance sometimes is like a quality that people think you need to have. I feel there's a threshold.
But it's 70 times 7 times 777.
And I hear
Times
you.
7,000.
And I hear
Times
you. And
7,000 and
once
7.
I've forgiven you doesn't mean I necessarily forget the type of person that you are.
Hold
For
on.
example, what I mean by that is not to prejudge and say that like you couldn't change or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
However, I'm just stating that there are certain situations where you sometimes need to readjust. But as I was saying about the tolerance, it's just, man, I'm sorry. But nah, bro. Like,
So on that, and I completely understand that because people annoy me. Are you not withholding forgiveness for yourself?
oh, you definitely are.
And when it comes,
And she didn't even blink. Said yes, I understand, but still.
Essentially.
oh my goodness, that's
Essentially.
what I'm saying. What forgiveness is, because it festers. It's this thing that forgiveness. I feel that we've misunderstood what forgiveness is. We believe that forgiveness is for other people, and forgiveness is not that. Forgiveness
It's for
me
yourself.
is for yourself, so that you have peace.
Right. But, like there are other entities, sometimes I wonder, like I want to ask Jesus, like, were you thinking about people like me when you came up with that 77 times 7? Why I say that is because, like,
You know me, Lord.
and I know you called
weakness.
me by name,
Hey,
but
man.
hey, bro, like, really?
Right.
So it's just like it's hard because I know I'm supposed to forgive. I know I'm supposed to be understanding, but like, dude, sometimes I get triggered like constantly, and like
Awkward question. Is that then again, and it's a theme we've been speaking about this season, or is it not a reflection of our relationship with Christ when we struggle to forgive? If we struggle with forgiveness, and I'm not saying that I here making this statement know how to forgive, because people come at me, and I've got to say, Lord, I my focus is the kingdom. Give me the correct feelings, so that because even in your silence, you having ill feelings towards another human being breaks the cardinal rule of Christianity, which is love your
one another,
neighbor as you love yourself. If you have any kind of contribution on social media, now's your time, because it's getting feisty.
yeah, it is.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, use that hashtag TSS on SID, and you know that we are the Sketch Gang. So use that one too. But yes, T, you were saying?
when Jesus was whipping the people in the church, had he forgiven them?
Long time ago.
He had forgiven them, but he was still whipping them.
Yeah, but now we're talking about
We're not happy about
But we're not talking about correction now. Is that not another concept? Because I mean, I can forgive you, but I can still say your behavior is intolerable.
Now, when you do all of that and it still ends up being a situation where you come back to, imagine having to like forgive someone for the same thing.
Imagine how exhausted God is of humankind.
But why must you make us?
Must you drop bars?
I'm just saying
He's
because
dropping
I
the
know
bars for a
there's been times where God's like, again.
No, definitely for me.
100%.
Definitely for me.
And
Not
we
even the
knew
world.
what we were doing. We knew we were going to go into the thing.
No, You see, Sam, this is why you are leading us.
That's in
this conversation. You and God are here.
Might as well close this and
Thank you, Mr. Rap. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Right? So for me, I don't ever want to stop the process that I myself subscribe to. And I think this actually leads on to our next sketch. So before we unpack a little bit more, let's see what's up and then we can go into the next discussion.
That sketch show.
Welcome. And when we pray, we say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to disturb you, but like when you say that will be done, you mean like will be done, right? No other will? Okay, cool. Continue.
Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us all our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Sorry to disturb you again. Firstly, I'm loving what you're saying, right? Like it's all so cool and good. But when you say, as we forgive those who trespass against us, does it mean that even those who hurt us?
Yes.
And will you forgive us as we forgive them?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Please just give me 1 second.
Shadrach!
I forgive
What are
you.
you doing here? Forgive me for what?
15 years ago, when you told me that my head is shaped ugly, I never forgave you.
Huh?
But I forgive you now.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I forgive you.
What are you talking about?
I forgive you. I forgive you. Okay, you can continue now.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Hold on. Jesus. Just 1 moment.
That sketch show.
So here we see a bit of a different side to forgiveness. Until I need forgiveness, do I only realize the importance of forgiveness? I think that was that was some of the themes that you're trying to unpack there.
That's true.
I'm sure some of you have some experiences when it's come to forgiveness. By no means are we trying to take this subject lightly by saying, sure, just go ahead and forgive. But do that. But I know some of you have some serious things, like you've been involved in murder kind of situations. You've been involved where people have stolen from you. There could be also a rape situation where you're trying to unpack this forgiveness thing, and it's not as simple.
Sometimes I ask or wonder, God, really? You want me to forgive this? Sure, if someone is lying about me, grand, bro. But someone violated my space, my body, like a lot of things that you need to recover from, and you may not even ever recover from that. And now you need to forgive.
I don't think, in fact, I know for a fact that forgiveness isn't this person has violated your space, this person has abused you or raped you, and now you're chummy with this person.
But
I think that's important.
Right.
I think you raise a very good point here.
I love the story of Joseph because his brothers threw him in the pit and they sell him and whatnot. And then when they come the first time, Joseph is like, hey, you guys might be spies. The Bible says that he was testing to see if they were still the same person. Joseph was like, listen, if you want your brother back, prove that you're a thing. And God is like, I'll allow it. God didn't stop him from it. So I think God understands that we don't need to be in everyone's space or allow people in our space.
I wish I could forgive once every 5 years, but then it's not like
everyone,
that. Everyone, mass forgiveness.
Thank goodness that Gundo is not God, because God forgives every moment, all the time.
Yes.
70?
Yes.
Times
7
times 70 times 770
Yes.
times 7,007. Yeah, we keep going up.
Here, they did not do maths. Essentially, yes, agreed.
Guys, are you?
I think
do you
I'm
feel
satisfied
Do you feel good?
Okay. To some degree. I think there's still a lot that we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think definitely sorry. I feel like I cut off Sam so many times that he didn't get to say that, you know what, comment down below if you have so much more you want to talk about.
There you go.
She has my whole heart.
Yeah.
What should they hashtag?
Anyway, you should hashtag TSS on the SID.
There you go.
And we will try and respond. We'll try and communicate, and hopefully in season 2 we can discuss a little bit more on forgiveness, because I think forgiveness is a constant thing.
Yeah.
I know I say this a lot because I think we said prayer we want to do again, and forgiveness is now another one.
We need to, but
right? Because it's constant. These two things are very constant and very present all the time. And as much as all of these other topics that we're going to be talking about are always a part of our lives in some way or form, but I feel like these are very everyday things. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with the Sketch Gang. It's been amazing. Thank you for your vulnerability. I hope it's helped you at home. We really are trying to tap into some of the difficult conversation about being a Christian. We're not saying that it's a smooth sail. We are saying it's worth it, though. So we're going to catch up with you next week. It's been a blast. I'm Sam Alexander. Ciao for now.